This is a song, another song about Indiana, a long, long time ago. This year, Indiana has its birthday. 200 years old. It's not very old for you, I know. We're just babies. But 200 years ago, Indiana became a state. And this song takes place just a few years after that, when some of the last Indians, Indiana means land of the Indians, and when some of the last Indian tribes were still in our state, and the white people were moving in and shoving them west. This is a true story called Deer Lick Creek, about a massacre of the Indians, not far from where I live. Late winter 1824 in the falls of Deer Lick Creek, 7 men in buckskin had been drinking for a week. No white man in these 19 states had ever yet been hung by a judge or jury for the crime of killing Indians. Indians. This place called Indiana means land of the Indian. Chief Logan had a roving band, just 2 braves and 3 women, Seneca and Shawnee and their 4 barefooted children. And they crossed in from Ohio in the dimming light of day. The forest heard the eagle cry, then rise and fly away, fly away, fly away. The forest heard the eagle cry, rise and fly away. There was something about the horses. If they were lost, they'd been stole. Something about Chief Logan's tribe made the drunken men so bold. The days were getting longer and the game was getting scarce, and tired of chasing white man's promises, they were looking for some rest, for some rest, for some rest. Tired of chasing white man's promises, looking for some rest. Seven men in buckskin with nothing much to fear. They thought that to kill an Indian was no worse than to kill a deer. And with murder in their hearts and their rifles full of lead, they shot them all and left the chief beside the Cold Creek bed. Cold Creek bed, Cold Creek bed. They left the old chief lying beside the Cold Creek bed. Courtroom just off the Strawtown Trace, they said enough to genocide, at least they did that day. And we forget the names and faces of the killed and the accused, and the reasons for injustice, and the simple light of truth. Light of truth, light of truth. 200 years we hope to see the simple light of truth. There's a sign outside of Pendleton saying 3 white men here were hung. The first time in America for killing Indians.